Ben from TechWeekEurope. We're here at Cloud World Forum in London's Olympia, now joined by Martin Borrett, who's the CTO for IBM Security in Europe. Hi Martin, how's it going?
Hi Ben, really well. Pleasure to be here. Good to be at such a vibrant event where everyone's talking about cloud and
Awesome.
cloud
Have you been here before?
Not to this particular event, no. This is the first time. I'm quite impressed by the scale and the number of people here and the conversations that I've had so
it's
far.
a really friendly atmosphere as well.
It is, very relaxed.
It's like a community of people like-minded doing the same thing.
Yeah,
so I'm going to ask you, why is IBM exhibiting here, and IBM Security particularly? What have you got to show for yourselves?
That's a great question, Ben. Well, cloud is something that's really important to IBM because it's important to our clients. You know, it gives our clients a whole set of capabilities and agility that they simply didn't have before. And so as IT continues to transform and evolve and reinvent itself, cloud is a key part of that puzzle. You know, it enables a whole set of new services, and IBM being a technology company is at the heart of that transformation. You know, enabling it, driving new innovation, new cloud services, whether that's the infrastructure, the platform, or software as a service. So we're right here in the center, right at the heart of the event and that conversation, and I think that's really important to IBM because it's important to our clients.
Yeah, so who exactly are your clients? Who are you specifically targeting?
So we have been working with our traditional enterprise clients. They have been looking at how they adopt and embrace the competitive advantage of cloud, and then working our way through key partnerships to smaller and more mid-sized enterprises to make sure that they can adopt the same value as well. And if you look at something like Bluemix, which is our platform as a service, you know, really anyone can subscribe and use that service, any size of enterprise, any sort of application development house, whether a 12-person company or a 100-person company.
Yeah. So it seems
so
you're
there
really...
is something for everyone.
Yeah.
But certainly we have focused on our large enterprise customers. That's been going very well, and then we've been looking to expand that to mid-market and smaller enterprises.
Yeah. So what kind of trends are you seeing this year in cloud security? I mean, I went to a few talks yesterday discussing you know, can you trust your cloud provider? Can you even trust your security provider? Because there's many doors you have to go through. And who does your cloud security provider get their cloud from? What are the trends in this?
Yeah, interesting set of questions. So I still see that people are concerned about cloud security. It's still something that's top of mind. I think that the conversations now are narrowing and focusing on some key areas, particularly around the data. You know, what data am I putting into the cloud? Where is that data going around the UK, around Europe, around the world? Who has access to it? And particularly for some organizations, some industries that are regulated, you know, am I complying with those regulations? Am I staying within the regulatory environment? And that's still something that I think organizations are struggling a little bit with. But that said, I think there's been tremendous progress over the last 6, 18 months, 2 years. And one of the dimensions of that progress is transparency. I think people understand the issues much better. I think the cloud providers and also technology companies helping build the clouds understand those issues much better.
Yeah.
You know, so they're being much more transparent about what they're doing, what measures they have in place. So it's much clearer to see, you know, am I meeting those requirements or not? What do I need to do? Do I need to use a cloud service that's in my country? You know, do I need to use a soft layer pod that's in my country because I don't want that data leaving? And now we're able to offer that choice to our customers. You know, we recognize that issue, we can offer that choice, and I think it makes it easier to navigate some of these security challenges.
Yeah.
So I see a lot more transparency. That said, probably the key issue is still around the data.
Okay.
And more assurance around that, and possibly we'll see stronger data controls emerging and cloud, you know, data services emerging over the next 6 to 12 months.
And so what else do people have to do to keep secure? I mean, so we had the LOT Polish Airlines hack last week, and you were quoted as saying, everyone is a target, no one is immune, we need a new way to think about security. So what do you think that new way is? I mean, you mentioned transparency, but...
Yeah, I think it goes beyond transparency, and the word that comes to my mind is collaboration. So what we see from the clients we're working with and our researchers is that the bad guys, the adversaries, they are collaborating. They're sharing information on what's successful, what isn't, what the best approach is. They're sharing tools. And so if we're going to keep up with them, we need to collaborate. So we really need to share the intelligence, the threat information that we have with each other and collaborate to keep up with that. And that's, to be honest, one of the drivers for launching the X-Force Exchange.
Okay.
So we did that in April. We've basically opened up our X-Force research and database to everyone. You can freely sign up to the X-Force Exchange. You can access that historic and real-time threat intelligence information. And that's all part of solving the puzzle of collaboration. So we're playing our part as a large industry player, sharing that information with our clients, with the general public, the industry, and we need to do more of that. And I think that's what I really mean by change in the way we think about security.
Yeah.
We've got to collaborate. We've got to be more open. We've got to work together if we're going to keep up with the evolving and frankly increasingly sophisticated threats that we're seeing.
Yeah.
And I don't think the reason I commented on that particular incident is that I don't think there's any industry that's immune. That's
Absolutely.
what I really meant. It shouldn't be a surprise that the airline industry is a target. It shouldn't be a surprise now to people that people are going to go after automotive companies, for example. And we see them as they adopt cloud services taking security very, very seriously, and that's understandable. And again, collaboration is the key. If we're going to counter the threats.
Okay, Martin, thank you very much for talking to us. Hope you have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Real pleasure.
Thank you.